Shalom, shalom. This y'all Mordecai, wise warrior for the Most High Mighty One God of Israel, Zephaniah, treasured warrior spirit for the Most High Yahawah, coming from SITHLORDTIGER, servants in the house of the Lord, together in God's eternal righteousness. School of Truth. And today's class is Milk, Part 3, touching on captivity. A few things about this captivity we in, our people need to know why we in captivity. You know, just certain little things about captivity, man, just to see, you know, that this thing not no game, basically, is what it is. And Salakia Israel, for not being consistent, I gotta own up to stuff that's physical. But as it always is, there was a deeper message behind, you know, what had been going on for the last 2 weeks. The Most High basically was testing me and reteaching me. Testing me because I don't get the class done. I don't want to say pouting, but I don't get the feeling right. I don't get it because I got this stuff mapped out how I want to do it. Like 2 classes a week I'm supposed to be doing every week. And just was testing me to see how my faith was going to be. Am I still going to be meditating and praying on the scripts like I supposed to be? Because I get to just like not being myself in the truth. That 2 weeks go past and I ain't teaching. I just don't be feeling right. And reteaching me about patience. You know what I mean? Showing me like stuff I already knew, but you know, sometimes you gotta be retaught. Teaching me about patience, that everything not gonna work out the way you planned all the time. And you can't be pouting or be just down or just whatever. Cause if I'd have did the class, the main reason I had my little cousin with me. I scrapped that class. It's just a long story. These 2 weeks, these 2 weeks, man. Wow. But my book came. I was waiting on this book for the class, but it ain't come yet. But this the book right here. This the book called The Negro Question Part 2, The African Slave Ships That Came from Judah, by Lee B. Cummings. So, I'll swallow my gum. So, books we reading. Well, let me get first off all honor and glory, because I was speaking my own words, so I don't give the Most High his until I'm ready to go into you know, his words. The word. All honor and glory for the Most High. To give me the power and the strength, you know, and the faith to keep trying to get better every day, to keep moving forward, keep putting these classes together, keep teaching everywhere I go, keep trying to get my family better, my wife, my kids and all that, because that's a struggle too. You know what I mean? I got to teach them, constantly teach her. You know what I mean? And keep praying that the Most High keep the spirit on her. She not where I'm at, you know, scripture-wise or whatever, but spiritually, you know, she getting there. You know what I mean? It's just a struggle. You know what I mean? And you know, just the faith and the power to keep on moving on, keep on going, and you know, some honor to YAHWASHI, you know, the next king and ruler of this earth. You know, that's what it is. Let's get into it. Books I'm reading: King James Bible, Apocrypha, Slave Ships That Came from Judah, Compact Zonderville Bible Dictionary. Touch on that. I got some other books that came. I ain't diving into them yet. I ain't gonna touch on these yet though. The 5 Negro Presidents. The Lost Tribes in the Promised Lands. This supposed to be a good one. And this book right here. See that, Esau? You got your own book, buddy. Right there. Roman Empire. Empire of the Edomite. Alright, let's get in there. Let's get it started. Energy level low. Tired as E-mug. This baby been weighing me out. But I gotta push through. I gotta pep myself up. If I'd have try to take a nap and then do this class, it'll be nighttime. I gotta get back to the kids. Deuteronomy 28 and 37. Cause I ain't got babysitters and all that. You know what I mean? I don't even want my kids around nobody right now. Okay, who you is. And thou shalt become astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee. We astonishment, man. See God chosen people in the condition we in, the mind state that we in. We a proverb and a byword, niggas, spicks, savage, all these different words they call us, pink lip, and all this garbage they call us and all that. Yeah. We in astonishment, man. Let's see how much of astonishment we is. It's 2000 on Esau calendar, 2019. Now, this is school had a field trip picking cotton. They went on a field trip to pick cotton. This how destroyed we is.
See that right there? Niggas ain't got no heritage, man. They trying to hold on to that. They took them on a field trip to pick cotton. You see that? They one of our brothers out there yelling at this thing.
And this other school, if I just would have let it record, it would have went to the next clip about this other school. The gym teacher did an exercise about the play runaway slave game.
Look at that. Another school playing a school runaway slave game controversy. Look at that, man. Look at that. Niggas trying to hold on to slavery.
To learn about the Underground Railroad. That's all we being taught here, man, in this kingdom. It's about how we were slaves. What we was doing before that. Don't nobody want to ask that question.
Still holding on to cat, man. Still holding on to piggy cat. Something ain't right with that picture. Oh, man. We wasn't creating piggy goddamn cat. What we was doing before that? If we ain't from America and they brought us over here, what was it we was doing before picking cat, man? And everything else we was picking.
Every day we're trying to get better. We're a multi-ethnic community with a lot of different cultures.
Look at this Edomite.
Every day. Obviously, this
Red Devil.
We're trying to make it better.
Always coming with that smooth talk, trying to smooth shit out. They probably laughing. Go on, laughing. Them niggas.
No word whether the gym teacher has been or
Sorry.
in any way.
See that? See that right there? That's what we holding on to. That's what we got to look forward to. People think we supposed to look forward to that forever. So 20, my kids babies now. So when they get 20 years from now, that's what they gonna learn in school. Let's go to Proverbs 29 and 18. Book of Proverbs. Chapter 29. verse 18. Where there is no vision, the people perish, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he. People don't have no vision, they perish. They perish spiritually. Working a 9 to 5, always thinking in your mind, you know it ain't enough. Your woman getting on your nerves. Shit you want for your kids, better life you want for your family for real. Dealing with people in your ear, you ain't nothing, this, that, and the third. All our people going through that. They ain't got no vision, man. So they perish and spurs is eating them up inside to know, you know, you on a job with the so-called white man, you doing work better than him and whoever else on it from the other nations, but they treating you like it's just you ain't got no vision. You can't see when you gonna have that 5,000 to go to Bahamas, go to Jamaica, the Virgin Islands. Take your whole family though, and don't even be like coming back scratching your head like you done made a mistake, or I got to get back to work to make this money back up. I done spent, probably done maxed the credit card out while you was on vacation and all that. Ain't no vision, man. And on a carnal level, it ain't no vision, man. People ain't seeing no teachers, no leadership. So our youngins just running around wild doing whatever. They ain't got no vision like, man, I could be like him or be like him and be good. All they see is coons and stepping fetches, man, on TV. They ain't got no vision of what's righteous. Our youth, or only vision is wickedness, man. You know, picking up being a gladiator, basically. That's what you is when you picking up a basketball, football, boxing. I got injured playing football. Where we at? Let's go to Proverbs 30 and 5. Every word of God is pure. He is a shield unto them that put their trust in him. So our people got to have a vision, man, of the Most High. We got to have that vision. You know, how you going to have that vision? The Israelites going to give it to you when they teach you this word the right way. You going to have that vision to see, man, that, dang, this word is pure. Everything that the word bringing out, you seeing it happening. You can identify with it. You got a vision where you going to be trusting in the Most High. You know what I mean? You get to meditating on the scriptures, meditating on what you got to do, so you won't perish. Let's go to Psalms 147:5. Yeah, our youth ain't got no vision. Only vision they got is a wicked vision. Be a fake thug, fake gangster, a whoremonger. Our sisters want to be Cardi B, the transgender. Hey, the picture of Cardi B, man, stripping, man. Somebody took it from the back. And you can see that man nuts hanging out, man. Tell you, man, this place wicked, Joe. That's what they gonna give. That's what they gonna give us. If don't nobody say nothing, Esau gonna keep running this game, man. And our people that's slow, like I said in my last video, our people retarded, man. They gonna keep falling for it. They gonna keep falling for Pastor Porkchop. They gonna keep falling for these politicians and these entertainers and athletes to save them. To get our people in the right state of mind, spiritually, physically, whatever. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. If you don't come back to the Most High, it could be 100 years from now. We still be saying, we not there yet. What the governor just do, took the kids on a tour and told them to imagine they was picking cotton in the governor's mansion. This was on the news yesterday. And somebody was like, Eve, we just not there yet. Like we almost there, but we just not there yet with equality. Man, you not gonna never be there. All that. We just not there yet. Come on, Eve, man. Eve keep falling for these games that them emotions got Eve out this jump. Just they Esau top lieutenant out this jump against Jacob. Where we at? Let's go to Psalms 147:5. Great is our Lord and great and of great power. His understanding is infinite. So how you gonna play with an infinite being? Our people is retarded, man. You gonna play games with an infinite being. You done got away with being wicked your whole life. And I could think back on a million times. You could think back on all these times where, dang, God could have put me to death right there. Or I could have died right there. And now there's the Most High truth coming out. And the prophets telling you destruction coming. Time for you to do this, that, and the third. A, B, and C. And you still want to be joined on to the heathen. Ebony and Ivory. And all that, and we are the world, and all this, and what else they be saying? I forgot that other junk, man. Whole kumbaya and all that. It's not gonna happen, man. It's not. That's just like lions and hyenas. They just not gonna get along. That's what it is. You taking a lion, which is us, and putting us in a cage with a hyena. We just not gonna get along with them peoples, man, because what hyenas do, they thieves. They come and try to steal the food that the lion done killed righteously. So Esau gonna keep stealing from us, stealing our ideas, stealing everything we got, and keep this being wicked, man, towards us. Let's go to Judith 9. I feel a little better now, a little bit more pepped up. Judith 9 and alert. I pray thee, O God of my father, and God of the inheritance of Israel, Lord of the heavens, earth, creator of the waters, King of every creature, hear thou my prayer, and make my speech and deceit to be their wound and strife, who have purposed cruel things against thy covenant, and thy hallowed house, and against the top of Zion, and against the house of the possession of thy children, and make every nation and tribe to acknowledge that thou art the God of all power and might, and that there is none other that protecteth the people of Israel but thou. So she telling you right there, the Most High, man, that's our armor right there, man. That's our strength right there, the Most High. He protects us. But our people believe what it say, and that there is no other protective the people of Israel but thou. Nah, the Joe Blow down the block with the Glock, he gonna protect me. And that there is no other that protecteth the people of Israel but thou. Nah, Esau military, man. Esau and them got stealth bombers, M16s, MP5s, man. Can't nobody mess with the United States, man. They gonna protect us. And that there is no other that protecteth the people of Israel but thou. Man, Big Mama with the white Christ on the wall, she gonna protect me. She gonna pray to Christ and everything gonna be okay. Come on, man. Get that garbage out of here, man. Let's go to Judith 8 and 14. The book of Judith, chapter 8, verse 14. For ye cannot find the depth of the heart of man. This the Most High telling man, how man keep acting like they know they got the Most High figured out, to the point they can keep playing with this infinite being. that they call God. For ye cannot find the depth of the heart of man, neither can ye perceive the things that he thinketh. Then how can ye search out God that have made all these things, and know his mind, or comprehend his purpose? Nay, brethren, provoke not the Lord our God to anger. Telling you right there, Judah, telling you. You can't even understand why your boss, he acting the way he acting, treating you the way you treating you, your man on your block, your girlfriend and all that. But you trying to, every time when the brothers bringing the truth of these scriptures out, people want to act like they know God. Oh, I got a relationship with God, or I've been going to church before you was born, or I've been, man, I ain't trying to keep hearing that, man. You can't even tell what the next slimy Negro beside you about to do. Why these people with this worldly understanding keep trying to act like they got the full understanding and the knowledge of the Most High, who they call God, but they don't. They fooling themselves. What the Most High say? He gonna give them strong delusions that they believe a lie. That's the lie right there, that they understand the Most High when they don't. You still eating pork. You ain't wearing no fringes. You ain't practicing the Sabbath. You ain't practicing no feast days. You ain't trying to join no camp or form a camp or congregation or whatever you want to call it. Keep playing with the Most High. Let's go to Jeremiah 31 and 37. So, our people want to keep trusting on these devils. Want to believe, like my God brother I was talking to today. Oh, you don't believe they went to the moon? No, I don't, because I got a class about Earth, man, that's going to destroy any understanding about Earth, man. These little basic understandings brothers be bringing out, because they don't research enough or meditate enough on these lies, man. Keep believing this devil, man. Let's see what the Most High got to say about Esau. Because if we living on a globe system, then that means Esau can measure the earth. He could tell you how deep the ocean is and tell you how much land it is. Let's see what the Most High say about these devils pinpointing his creation. Like the Most High really gonna let these devils truly pinpoint how he created things and how far his creation go. Brothers don't think, man. A lot of brothers bring Esau knowledge into the truth with them because they lazy. They hear somebody say flat earth, they thinking like somebody just saying we walking on a piece of paper. Nah, the earth we walking on is flat going across the land. But we in a dome, but the land part. It was this plane, earth plane was called a plane. Esau added the T and called it a planet. Because when you look up the definition planet, it tell you a globe that's traveling around the sun. 67,000 miles per hour. Come on, man, that's their number 6. Copernicus came up with that theory. Come on, man, your senses don't even tell you we traveling that fast around. The water be flying all over the place, man. You ever heard of sea level? Water always levels itself off. It's not wrapped around a globe. High gravity gonna be the weakest force that can hold all these billions and trillions of gallons of water around a spinning ball. But gravity can't even stop a flying Negro, a Negro gliding from the free throw line. Come on, man. Stop being dumb. Come on, Israel, talking to the prophets, man. We gotta stop being dumb, man. Stop pulling Esau knowledge into the truth with us. I got a class that's gonna crush, tell you about the earth. Gonna crush anything, any lies Esau got. Gonna be crystal clear. And I got a new moon jump to kill all that dark moon, partially lit moon stuff. Yeah. Because the moon the new moon a major feast day. It's a major, he compared the new moon to the Sabbath. Kind of like. But that's another class. What it say? The book of Jeremiah 31 and 37. Thus saith the Lord, if heaven above can be measured, meaning if these devils can get out the firmament, all the pictures they show you of earth is CGI and composite sketches. If they went to the moon, who was that taking a picture of Neil Armstrong getting off the moon landing? Did they send a camera crew up there first and then was taking pictures of Neil Armstrong walk off the moon? The first man that stepped on the moon. Come on, man. You gotta use your mind. Who was taking the pictures of them leaving? How they got pictures of the lunar module leaving the moon? Come on, man. You gotta think. And that picture of the earth ain't even a real picture of the earth, man. They pasted that. I'm telling you, man. It say, thus said the Lord, if heaven above can be measured and the foundations of the earth searched out beneath, meaning the ocean. They talking about Challenger Deep, the Mariana Trench. They talking about Challenger Deep, the deepest part of the ocean. But what the Most High say? And the foundations of the earth searched out beneath, I will also cast off all the seed of Israel for all that they have done, saith the Lord. Ain't we still here? Ain't the Most High still fighting for us, we can see? Keeping us alive, because the white man could have been destroyed us. Because that's what he's trying to do. But the Most High preventing them from doing it. We just in punishment right now. But what he tell you right there? If heaven above can be measured. These devils can't measure it, man. Tell you. They can't get out the firmament. That's proven right here. It's more land that these devils telling you that it is. Antarctica is the ice shelf that circle the earth. They show you that on the UN flag. That them continents with that reef is the ice shelf. That white reef, that's the ice shelf. Antarctica is not a continent, man. It's that ice shelf that circle around. And when Admiral Byrd went up there, it's like miles of ice. They can't even travel that far. But they know it's other continents, it's other land. They just can't get to it. So they gonna keep hitting you with lies. Hold up.
Well, it's a little risky, but nothing like it used. News correspondent and Kenneth Crawford, National Affairs Editor of Newsweek magazine. Our very distinguished guest for this evening is Admiral Richard E. Byrd.
The North Pole used to be a no man's land, but these are the days when, by buying a ticket on a commercial airliner, you can fly across the North Pole and drink a cocktail at the same time. You know, only 70 or more years ago, about 35 years ago, our guest tonight found out whether there was any land north of the North American continent. He made that first discovery flight, and I must say that Admiral Byrd, our guest tonight, is not only our greatest living explorer, but he's been an inspiration to countless Americans. Admiral Byrd, you've been to both the North Pole and the South Pole. Is there any unexplored land left on this earth that might appeal to adventurous young Americans?
Yes, there is. And not up around the North Pole, because it's getting crowded up there now, because they find out it's really usable, not only to live in, but militarily. But strangely enough, there's left in the world today an area as big as the United States that's never been seen by a human being. And that's beyond the pole, on the other side of the South Pole, from Middle America. And I think it's quite astonishing that there should be an area as big as that unexplored.
That's a tremendous...
Come on, man. Can't keep believing what these devils tell you, man. They not, I keep telling brothers, they not smart as what y'all keep thinking. Tell you, they ain't create nothing they using now. So how you gonna believe everything these devils be telling you, man? I don't get it. Let's go to now we gonna touch on the other nations. Now we gonna see how the Most High feel about these other nations. Our people want to keep following. We got sent into captivity because we want to keep being like these other nations. We gonna see right now. We gonna see what he think about them. I ain't used this scripture in a while. When I started on the truth, I used to use this genre a lot. Proving points with the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 6, verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all. And the people also who come, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. He made the world for the Israelites. As for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. Man, the Most High call them people spit, man. And likening them to a drop that falls from a vessel. When you washing your car and that little drop of water fall out the bucket, you don't even think about that drop of bucket. That's what drop come out the bucket. That's what the Most High think about the other nations. Because he created the world for the Israelites and the other nations to be under us. You can't tell, can't nobody do nothing better than us. We gotta be the chosen people. We're not gonna choose no pale, rat-faced devils that can't stand the sun, that's dying from skin cancer and alarm and rape. How is they gonna be the chosen people? Chosen people gonna be the best looking people and the smartest people and the most physical people. Come on, man. The writing on the wall. Let's go to Isaiah 40 and 15. The book of Isaiah, chapter 40, verse 15. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket, and are counted as the small dust of the balance. Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing. Most High call them peoples, man, the small dust of the balance, man. You doing something on that scale and all that, that little dust that's left over, call them that. That's what he say to other nations is, dust. Let's go to Luke 12:51. But that's why our people want to keep being like. Let's see what YAHWASHI, who they call Jesus Christ, say about us locking arms, ebony and ivory and all that. And we are the world. Let's go to Luke 12 and 51. Suppose ye that I come to give peace on earth. I tell you nay, but rather division. So Christ telling you right here, he coming to divide the people up. Let's go to Sirach 17 and 17. The book of Sirach, chapter 17, verse 17. For in the division of the nations of the whole earth, he set a ruler over every people, but Israel is the Lord's portion. Telling you right there again, for in the division of the nations, he divided everybody up. And it say Israel is the Lord's portion. Why he divided us up? So we don't be, so they don't be getting our spurred and we getting in their spurred. You know what I mean? Or more than likely, we ain't getting in their spurred. You know, because if they was in our spurred when we was righteous, they'd be righteous. You know what I mean? Getting in their spurred trying to be like the other nations. You know, we want to wear blonde hair. We want to walk around half naked. We want to be fake gangsters. All this stuff we learn from the enemy, the oppressor. Let's go to Matthew 25 and 31. The book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 31. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory. And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats. We the sheep and they the goats. That's why the Baphomet symbol is the goat. Is a goat man. The lost sheep of the children of Israel. That's what we call them goats. That's why you got that Baphomet God. Them Baphomet gods. Where that come from? James 1:1. James, a servant of God and the Lord, YAHWASHI Mashiach, who they call Jesus Christ, of the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad. Greeting. Tell you again right there, we scattered abroad. Let's go to Judah 5 and 13. Now we need to start diving in. Why we scattered? The book of Judah, chapter 5, verse 13. And God dried the Red Sea before them. The Most High split a whole sea for us, man, to walk through with ease. And then when the Egyptians try to follow us through, he closed the ocean down on them and killed them all. Because they found artifacts that show. They found chariots and all at the bottom of the Red Sea from that time period. Verse 17. And whilst they sinned not before they God, they prospered, because the God that hateth iniquity was with them. So when we not sinning against the Most High, we prospering as a nation. Not talking about 1 or 2 or 3 little Negroes with some little pocket chain. We talking about us, all our people as a nation. You know what I mean? Our people don't understand what we had as a nation at one time. That's why what the scriptures say, where there's no vision, people perish. Our people can't vision past picking cotton, like I showed in the beginning of this video. But when they departed from the way, what it saying? Why they saying that before they God, they prospered. Jump to 18. But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles, very sore, and were led captives into a land that was not theirs. You have it right there. We was led captive into a land that was not theirs. America ain't our land. Let's go to Deuteronomy 28, 1 and 2. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I have commanded thee this day, the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. Like I said, man, we was meant to be above all nations on the earth. But we don't want to hearken to his rules and regulations, man. Let's go back to Judah 5 and 18. But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles very sore, and were led captives to a land that was not theirs. They tell you in Deuteronomy, if you do what I say, you're going to be above all nations. What Judah tell you right here? But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed and led away captives, man. Let's go to 1 Kings. 1 Kings chapter 8, verse 33. When thy people Israel be smitten down before the enemy, because they have sinned against thee, and shall turn again to thee, and confess thy name, and pray and make supplication until this house, then hear thou in heaven, and forgive the sin of thy people Israel, and bring them again into the land which thou gavest unto their fathers. This Jeremiah, hold on, this ain't Jeremiah. This Solomon, King Solomon praying to the Most High. Let's go to 46. If they sin against thee, for there is no man that sinneth not, and thou be angry with them, and deliver them to the enemy, so that they carry them away captives into the land of the enemy, far or near. Yet, if they shall bethink themselves in the land whether they were carried captives, and repent and make supplication unto thee in the land of them that carried them captives, talking about in America, saying, we have sinned and have done perversely, we have committed wickedness, and so return unto thee with all their heart, talking about mind, and with all their soul in the land of their enemies, which led them away captive, and pray unto thee toward their land, which thou gavest unto their fathers, the city which thou hast chosen, and the house which have built for thy name, talking about Jerusalem, Israel. Then hear thou their prayer and their supplication in heaven, thy dwelling place, and maintain their cause. This King Solomon, man, praying to the Most High. Basically, if we ain't listening to the Most High, basically, like, forget y'all. But if we confessing our wrongs and trying to come back, he like, man, look out for him. Please, basically. Let's go to Exodus 32. Now we about to go to Moses. Back when we left, got out of Egypt and all that. We was fresh out of Egypt and started back sinning right back. Like, forgot that fast that the Most High just split a whole sea for us. And got proud and stiff-necked right back. The book of Exodus chapter 32 verse 1. And when the people saw Moses delayed to come down out of the mount, the people gathered themselves together unto Aaron, and said unto him, Up, make us gods, which shall go before us. For as for this Moses, the man that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we wot not what is become of him, because Moses was gone. And Aaron said unto them, Break off the golden earrings which are in the ears of your wives or your sons and your daughters, and bring them unto me. And all the people break off the golden earrings which were in their ears, and brought them unto Aaron. And he received them at their hand, and fashioned it with a graven tool. He had made it a molten calf. And they said, These be thy gods, O Israel, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. The Most High just brought them out of Egypt. Now they done made something. That's how man do. Man make up stuff in his mind and get to thinking down his chest out, because they made some little golden calf. And when Aaron saw it, he built an altar before it, and Aaron made proclamation and said, Tomorrow is a feast to the Lord. And they rose up early on the morrow and offered burnt offerings and brought peace offerings, and the people sat down to eat, to drink, and rose up to play. And the Lord said unto Moses, Go get thee down, telling the man, Take your ass down there, man. For thy people which thou broughtest out of the land of Egypt have corrupted themselves. They have turned aside quickly out of the way which I commanded them. They have made them a molten calf, and have worshipped it, and have sacrificed thereunto, and said, These be thy gods, O Israel, which have brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. So that's another thing our people got to get out of their mind. Thinking because you're not seeing nothing, that everything not being recorded, man. They thought they was getting away with something because Moses was gone. But the Most High is having your butt watched 24/7. Come on, man. You think the God that created the heavens and the earth, he can't have nobody? It's billions of people, but it's trillions of angels. So you don't think it could be enough angels to watch every living being on this planet, man, and everything that's going on? People don't think. That's a basic math equation, man. That's easy. And the Lord said unto Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is stiff-necked people. Our people hard-headed and proud, man. Stiff-necked. Real stiff-necked. I had people say, I ain't seen no miracles and all that. And they can't see God. How you know it's a God? And all this garbage, man, they keep fabricating stuff in their mind. What the Bible say about the imaginations of man. People like to imagine stuff, man, and just to the point they believe it. Let's go to Exodus 32 and 15. And Moses turned and went down from the mount, and the 2 tables of the testimony were in his hand. The tables were written on both their sides, on the one side and on the other were they written. And the tables were the work of God, and the writing was the writing of God graven upon tablets. Or the Most High said, man, gave this man some rules on something they can visually see, since they wanted to make a gold calf where they do all this stuff and worship it and all that. Most High said, man, take this down there and show them this. I'm not playing with you, man. Yeah. Let's go to Jeremiah. Book of Jeremiah. Chapter 11, verse 7. For I earnestly protested unto your fathers in the day that I brought them out of the land of Egypt, even unto this day, rising early and protesting, saying, obey my voice. Most I keep reminding you about Egypt, man. That was a great wonder he did to split that sea and all that. Yet they obeyed not, nor inclined their ear, but walked every one in the imagination of their evil heart. What I just say about imaginations? Talking about your mind. Therefore I will bring upon them all the words of this covenant which I commanded them to do, but they did them not. And the Lord said unto me, a conspiracy is found among them, the men of Judah, and among the inhabitants of Israel. Judah, one of the 12 tribes. They are turned back to the iniquities of their forefathers. Start back sinning again. Which refused to hear my words, and they went after other gods to serve them. The house of Israel and the house of Judah have broken my covenant, which I made with their fathers. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. And though they shall cry unto me, I will now hearken unto them. Ain't we going through evil now? We was going through evil and slavery, being hung. They leaving our bodies overnight. Birds eating our eyeballs out. Wild animals eating you. Insects eating you. Throwing your babies to alligators. All the way through civil rights, all the way up to now. Because we don't want to hearken to the Most High, man. He's not playing. Say, you shall not be able to escape. I don't care what fake leader, Martin Luther King, Farrakhan, Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey. Who they try to say? Noble, Drew Ali. All these names, man. The Most I say, which they shall not be able to escape. Nah, Martin Luther King gonna save us. Which they shall not be able to escape. Nah, Malcolm X, man, he got the gun. He gonna save us. Which they shall not be able to escape. Man, Obama, man, shit, Obama, man. Which they shall not be able to escape. Man, all we need, man, is the right politician from our community, man, that's gonna get in Esau's system and he gonna save us, which they shall not be able to escape. And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them. Then shall the cities of Judah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem go and cry unto gods unto whom they offer incense, but they shall not save them at all. Most I say, but they shall not save them at all in the time of their trouble. So all these fake leaders and all that, when we was going through civil rights movement, slavery, all that, all these fake leaders, what the Most I say? But they shall not save them at all in the time of trouble. Allah, we had Allah, slavery, white Christ. What else we had? Past the pork chop. Man, the Most High said, but they shall not save them at all in the time of their trouble, man. You gotta meditate on what's going on and see, man. Ain't nothing working. This is the last. We done tried everything. So what is this gonna hurt to try this way? The God that created the heavens and the earth is telling you, man, that's revealing his word to you now. Kept the word from us for a while. Now we got it in this generation right here. The teach and show everybody what's going on. Let's go to Jeremiah 14 and 2. What I just say? They shall not be saved them at all. See what the Most High said. Judah mourn them, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. Our people crying, man. Jerusalem is the people. We crying, man. Our people really hurting out there, man. Sleeping under bridges, sleeping on the street, begging a white man for scraps, fighting against each other. No hope, no vision. Most I say, let's go to 10. He say, thus say the Lord unto this people, thus have they loved to wander. People love to wander, man. We want to follow all these false gods, man. Buddha, Allah, the Mormon church, Seventh-day Adventist, Krishna, from the Hindu gods. Who else, man? All these false doctrines, man. Baptists, 5%ers, the Moor Science Temple. Oh, I'm a Moor. And Moor just mean black. All this garbage, man. They have not refrained their feet. Therefore, the Lord does not accept them. Man, the Most High don't accept us, man. If you're not following his word, he's not going to accept you. Point blank. Our people got to get that out of their head. Keep trying to make up stuff and act like the Most High with that madness, because he not. I don't care what imagination, what thought, whatever you think that you can turn this and that to be in good favor of the Most High. If you're not going by the scriptures that his prophets teaching out there now, your ass is grass, buddy. Better get the pride up off you. You see them brothers out there and start asking them some questions, man. Because it's on and pop. It say, but I will, it say, they have not refrained their sin. It say, he will now remember their iniquity and visit their sins. Most I say, gonna remember the wickedness we done did. Now it's about time he about to visit us. And he gonna visit the whole earth too. People thinking they got away with something because people been saying for hundreds of years, the same stuff. God gonna come, God gonna come. And our people brainwashed to the point they off the, man, ain't no God or people been saying that for thousands of years or hundreds of years. The Most I said 1,000 years is one day to him. You can't speed up his time. He gonna come when he gonna come. He telling you when he gonna come in this book. If you slow down and look around you, you can see, oh man, something about to go down. But nah, our people want to get caught up in Esau wicked devices, his television, you know, everything he got going on in his kingdom to keep you brainwashed. Football, basketball, you know what I mean? You know, just getting caught up in his kingdom too far. What the scriptures say, as using his kingdom but not abusing it. We in captivity. You use this place for entertainment and all that. But don't live through these entertainers. Don't live through these actors and whatever. Don't live through nothing in this kingdom, man. Because it's going to lead you down a dead end that going to take you out of favor with the Most High. It say, but I will consume them. Hold on. But I will consume them by the sword and by the famine and by the pestilence. That's why we getting killed. That's why we starving out here for real. That's why our people sick. Our people got to work their fingers to the bone till it make their health bad. We not eating properly. That's basically a famine in itself. Eating GMOs and all this fake food and all that. And getting killed by police. Getting killed by your own people. It's madness, man. Verse 13. Then said I, Lord God, behold, the prophets say unto them, ye shall not see the sword. So, past the pork chop, TD Snakes, Joe Osteen, or just our people that's preachers, past the pork chops of the world, telling you, oh, you ain't got to wear fringes. You ain't got to keep the law. Or that was in the Old Testament. What the Most High say? Behold, the prophets say unto them, ye shall not see the sword, neither shall ye have famine, but I will give you a show of peace in this place. Just you get that tithes, get your tithes on time, and you know, God gonna bless you. He gonna look out for you. That new car you wanted, that new house you was been thinking about, just get them tithes in here every week. That 10%, and Lord gonna hear you. What he say? Then the Lord said unto me, the prophets prophesy lies in my name. Man, these preachers lying, man. All that fake touching people. All these lies. I got a video about these preachers lying and all that. I ain't got time to get into that junk though. Showing how it's just wicked as hell. A video with Tyler Perry, fake preaching, touching TD Snakes. He fake going in the trance. People, they clapping and getting all animated. He said, man, they prophesy lies in my name. I sent them not, neither have I commanded them, neither spake unto them. They prophesy unto you a false vision and divination. Most I telling you right there, man, don't listen to these pastors, man, because they lying. If these pastors not telling you to wear your fringes and keep these commandments, he's a liar, man. The Most High telling you right there in the book. And a thing of naught, and a deceit of their mind. Therefore, thus said the Lord concerning the prophets that prophesy in my name, and I sent them not. And I sent them not, yet they say, sword and famine shall not be in this land. By sword and famine shall those prophets be consumed. What it say? Sword and famine shall not be in this land.
Today, John got dressed for his first date with Sarah. John told his stitch fixer.
What it say? It say, who prophesy my name, and I sent them not, yet they say sword and famine shall not be in this land. Prosperity, preaching, you know what I mean? Always preaching about money. By sword and famine shall those prophets be consumed, man. Most I tell you, they days is numbered. And the people to whom they prophesy shall be cast out in the streets of Jerusalem because of the famine and the sword. And they shall have none to bury them, their wives, nor their sons, nor their daughters, for I will pour their wickedness upon them. So the Most I tell you, man, you wicked following Pastor Porkchop. And whoever else trying to teach his word the wrong way. Oh, man. Most I telling you, man, right there. Let's go to Jeremiah 15:1. Then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward this people. Cast them out of my sight, and let them go forth. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus said the Lord, such as are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to sword, and such as are the famine to the famine, and such as are the captivity to the captivity. And I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord, the sword to slay, the dogs to tear, and the fowls of heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy. And I will cause them to be removed into all kingdoms of the earth. Most I telling you over and over, man, if you don't take hold to his truth, not only is you going to have wicked stuff happening to you, I'm going to send y'all, ship y'all ass out. Just like we used to be being bad and cutting up in the city, our parents used to ship our ass down the country quick in the summertime for that. Same thing the Most High doing. Y'all ain't appreciating what y'all got. Shipped our ass out of Israel fast. Let's go to this is a video. Hey, if it is a video, I don't know why I put that right there. That's why I hate when I do a class, man, and I don't do it like in the next couple days. Then when I go back, I be forgetting certain stuff, man. But that must be something crucial. All right, let's go. Let's go to the Romans 13:1. Romans chapter 13 and 1. It say, now this the Most High. He's saying he's going to ship us around and put people over top of us. This him telling you that the so-called white man he put over top of us. He using him to punish us. It say, let every, this the book of Romans chapter 13 verse 1. It say, let every soul be subject unto the higher powers. So that means every man that's ruling on earth is subject to the Most High. They can't be doing nothing without his say-so, without his approval, whether it be wicked or not wicked. Because he's serving a purpose. You know what I mean? I don't know why that John doing it. He's serving a purpose. Let's see something. Yeah, some kind of way my playlist went off track. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers. For there is no power but God. The powers that be are ordained of God. So the white man only ruled, so-called white man only ruling because the Most High let him rule. He say, whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of God. So if you bucking up against this kingdom, you're not following the law. Scripture tell you follow the laws of the land. You bucking against the Most High because he the one technically that sent us over here, like he said he was going to do, and set the white man up to punish us. You know what I mean? Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of God. And they that resist them shall receive to themselves damnation. For rulers are not a terror of good works. Ain't the white man wicked as hell? Most High tell you right here, for rulers are not a terror of good works, but to the evil. So when you being wicked, he said, okay, a terror of good works, but so when you being wicked in this kingdom, shit happening to you, you get life in jail, other little things happen to you. The white man getting you for being wicked, man. That's how the Most High get to you. He used men to do his will on the earth. Everything got his purpose. Not saying everything the white man doing is for because you was wicked. He played another role too, the villain. He gonna be doing stuff that's wicked that the Most High don't approve of because he the villain. He gonna have to get his judgment too. It say, for rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil. Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. For he is the minister of God to thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid, for he beareth not the sword in vain, for he is the minister of God, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. Talking about people that's like just super wicked, man. Wherefore ye must needs to be subject, not only for wrath, but also for conscience sake. For this cause pay ye tribute also, for they are God's ministers, attending continually upon this very thing. Render therefore to all their dues. Tribute to whom tribute is due. Custom to whom custom. Fear to whom fear. Honor to whom honor. So, basically, the Most High just letting you know, man, he put wicked people over you, man. The rule. Where we at? Let's go to Psalm 17. Psalm 17. The book of Psalms, chapter 17, verse 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him. Cast him down. This David praying to the Most High for justice. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. That's David telling you right there that the wicked is the Most High sword, man. Who the wicked on the earth? The so-called white man. He the sword of the Most High on one point, but he the villain on another point. That's going to get his judgment. So it's like the Most High just using his ass to play. That's what roles he playing. You know what I mean? It's like we living in a movie. A real movie, though. This real life. We go to 1 Maccabees. First Maccabees 1. Show you, he said the wicked, which is that sword. First Maccabees 1 through 9. I'm going to skip through it. And it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip the Macedonian, who came out of the land, okay, blah, 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 that he reigned in his stead the first over Greece. So like I said, this book talk about the captivity in Rome and Greece and all that. Alexander the Great, who they call Alexander the Freak, died from syphilis. Let me jump to so Alexander reigned Alexander reigned 12 years, this verse 7, and then died. And his servants bare rule every one in his place. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did they sons after them many years. And evils were multiplied in the earth. So when these peoples got in the rulership, evils multiplied in the earth, man. Everything got more wicked. Go to Lamentations 4:19. Book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 19. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of heaven. That's who this eagle. Let's go to Obadiah. Proving that that's the eagle right there. That's what it's talking about. These peoples, man. Whose symbol is that? Whose symbol is this? United States, man. That's what it's talking about. Let's go to Obadiah 4. Though The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest amongst the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. Tell them it's still right there. You see them stars surrounding the eagle. See him making a nest on the moon and the earth in the background. Let's go to Genesis 27:41. Ain't they ruling over us? Don't they got a nest set up? Governments everywhere. Go to Genesis 27:41. Just proving, man, the Most High, man, set this wicked man up over at the rulers, man. See who this talking about. Book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. The future prophecy. That's why he's killing us left and right now. He said he was going to do it back in Genesis 27:41. The prophecy stand, man. Passed down through his seed. Carry out. It's how spirituality work. Prophecy work. Let's go to Ezekiel 35:3. The book of Ezekiel chapter 35 verse 3. And say unto it, thus said the Lord God, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make the land desolate. So, like I said, on one aspect, I show you how the Most High set the so-called white man up. Then on another aspect, showing how he said he gonna kill us in the future. Another aspect where the Most High say he's gonna destroy him before playing the villain. Let's go to Genesis 25:25. The book of Genesis chapter 25 verse 25. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Go to Genesis 27:11. And Jacob said to Rebekah his mother, behold, Esau my brother is a hairy man, and I'm a smooth man. Yeah, let's go to it. Esau, man. See how red that devil is? Look at that, man. Look at that, man. The first came out red, hairy all over like red all over like a hairy garment. Come on, man. Said my bro, a hairy man. Hold up. What did he say? For I am a smooth man. What did he say? What Jacob say? He said, Jacob, and Jacob said to Rebekah his mother, behold, Esau my brother is a hairy man, and I'm a smooth man. Come on, man. Ain't no head on that man, man. And Jacob said to Rebekah his mother, behold, Esau my brother is a hairy man, and I am a smooth man. Come on, man. Can't get around that. Can't get around it. Let's go to Joel 3:6. book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 6. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians. The Grecians is the so-called white man, in Greece. Then I read in First Maccabees, Alexander came from Greece. Wasn't we sold on the west coast of Africa, the land of Ham, to the Grecians, man? The so-called white man is the Grecians. That's who we were sold to. First Maccabees. The book of First Maccabees, what the scriptures say, Joel 3 and 6. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians. Book of First Maccabees 1 and verse 1. It say, and it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip, jumped down. Darius, the king of, Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Chittim and smitten Darius, the king of the Persians and Medes, that he reigned in his stead the first over Greece. So that's the people we were sold to. Alexander the Great, do your history, so-called white man. Let's go to First Maccabees 1 and 20. And I got another class I'm gonna do. I already got to put it together about the law. Wednesday. Do that down at the gold mine. First Maccabees chapter 1 verse 20. It say, yet will I and my sons and my brethren walk in the covenant of our fathers. Oh no, I'm with the wrong one. Salaki. Chapter 1 verse 20. And after that Antiochus and smitten Egypt, he returned again in the 143rd year, and went up against Israel and Jerusalem with a great multitude. 28. The land also was moved for the inhabitants thereof, and all the house of Jacob was covered with confusion. And after 2 years fully expired, the king sent his chief collector of tribute unto the cities of Judah, who came unto Jerusalem with a great multitude, and spake peaceable words unto them, but all was deceit. For when they had given him credence, he fell suddenly upon the city and smote it very sore, and destroyed much people of Israel. So why you can't believe these devils, man? Can't keep believing in what they talking about, man. It'll keep rocking you to sleep, man, with these lies and all that. What it say? His words of his mouth was smoothing them oil. First Maccabees chapter 1 verse 41. And it just mentioned about Antiochus, right? So-called white man. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people. Ain't they doing that now? Want everybody to be one? And everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. When people leave their countries and come over here, you gotta become an American. That's how they indoctrinate you over here. They force feed you this American lifestyle to the point You fresh off the boat 5 years later, you a happy, proud American. I'm an American. Yeah, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion of wickedness, and sacrifice unto idols and profane the Sabbath. That's why people going into Sunday church, they don't even think about the Sabbath, man. It's all about Sunday church, because you can go in there, play the organ, beat the drum, beat your feet like you at a go-go. Don't do nothing. Don't read out the Bible or none of that. And just keep saying, thank you, Jesus. They think they doing something. I keep saying, and in Jesus. This by, come on, man. For the king had sent letters by messengers into Jerusalem and the cities of Judah, that they should follow the strange laws of the land. You don't follow the laws of America, you consider the outcast here. And forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple, and that they should profane the Sabbaths and the festival days. This kingdom gonna keep you from following the Most High, man, if you weak-minded. Gonna keep you from keeping the Sabbath. Make the clubs and all that be popping on Friday, get paid on Friday. The Sabbath start Friday sundown or Saturday sundown. This kingdom set up to make you want to party during that time. And then run the church on Sunday. It say, and that they should profane the Sabbaths and festival days, and pollute the sanctuary and holy people, set up altars and groves and chapels of idols, and sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beasts. Don't they do that? Don't anytime them pastors, they got some type of feast at the church and all that, they cooking a rack of pork, man. And they pray over it. That's why I say sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beasts, man. Crabs, shrimp, catfish. That's what they mainly have in the church. Catfish and pork and all that. It say that they should also leave their children uncircumcised. You're going to lead your children under these false doctrines to where they're not circumcised in the spirit and in the mind, walking in the ways of the Most High, because they follow all that I just read. And make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanliness and profanation, to the end that they might forget the law and change all the ordinance, man. That's what they do here. That's what the so-called white man do here. He set this kingdom up with all these amusement parks. The way they got it set up for the party days on Friday and Saturday. Always throwing another holiday in your face and all that. Keep feeding you these lies. Mother Nature, global warming. The white man wrote the Bible. What else, man? All these fake religions and all that. The Bible is not about religion. It's about laws, statutes, and commandments. But how people tend to keep this thinking about Christian. When you mention the Bible, they want to think about Christianity. And John 3:16 is the whole Bible. But when you try to bring out what the Bible really mean and really say, they run from it. They don't want no parts of it because they got wicked spirits on them that they can't shake. What it say? Verse 49, to the end that they might forget the law and change all the ordinances, man. You're going to change all your schedule. You know what I mean? You're going to forget this law and change your whole schedule. Your whole schedule based around this kingdom. You know what I mean? You don't even get with your family until it's one of these wicked holidays. That's how it's set up. Thanksgiving, Christmas. But the Most High got it set up where we supposed to gather every month. New moon, the Sabbath, we teach on the other feast days and all that. You know what I mean? But in this kingdom, They got it set up the way it's comfortable. I ain't got to be around my family but one day out the year. You know what I mean? Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? I ain't got to buy my kids nothing but on Christmas and their birthday. He got it set up the way as you're going to transgress the laws of the Most High. The Most High never ordained birthdays and Christmas. It's in the scriptures. It say, curse the day I was born. And a rack of other scriptures. And it speak out against Christmas in the Bible. The Most High say, man, I don't got nothing to do with them feast days y'all talking about. And all that pork and all that. I don't even smell it. That's what the Most High say. Go to Hosea 1 and 10. Book of Hosea 1 and 10. The book of Hosea. Book of Hosea, chapter 1. Verse 10. It say, yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered, and it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living God, man. What did it say? Talking about in our captivity, man. In verse 9, the Most High said, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your God. But telling you, in the place where it said, ye are not my people, talking about when we gathered over here, the Most High was pissed off at us. But he's saying, yet ye are not my people. There it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living God. So that's why you're seeing the truth come out now that we the sons of the living God. We the God's chosen children, man. That's why it's coming out now. Because the Most High said it was. He said, man, while y'all in captivity, I'm going to make the whole world recognize that y'all my chosen children. Regardless if they want to hear it, believe it or not. You know what I mean? And I'm going to wake up prophets that's going to come out there and chop up everything, every lie that's on earth that our people been mixed up in. I'm going to give my prophets the understanding to shred all these fake religions, all this fake man wisdom, all these lies and all these feelings our people caught up in. That ain't the truth. There's only one truth. It's not, oh, that's true. Oh, that could be true too. Oh, Islam can be true and Christianity can be true. And Buddha can be true. And Krishna can be true. And Seventh-day Adventists can be true too. Nah, Negro. The Most High said these holy scriptures is the truth. Thy law is the truth. And another one say thy word is the truth. So it's telling you, you're going to keep the law through the word. You're going to find the truth in the law through the word. Let's go to Samuel, 2 Samuel, chapters 7 and 23. The book of 2 Samuel, chapter 7, verse 23. And what one nation in the earth is like thy people, even like Israel, whom God went to redeem for a people to himself. The Most High, man, named us a people unto himself, man. It say, and what one nation in the earth is like thy people. Ain't no nations on earth better than the Israelites, man. Can't no other nation beat us in basketball, football. They ain't invent more stuff than we invented. And if we the Africans, then why, if we the white man mixed with an African, then why when the Africans come over here, they can't do nothing better than us but run hours in the heat? Jake ain't gonna do no dumb shit like that. That's why we don't get involved in the marathon and the heat race. They be in the Olympics, they be winning. But everything else we smashes in. You know what I mean? They come over here, they can't beat us in basketball, football, can't do nothing. They ain't funnier than us. They women don't look better than our women. Nothing. What one nation is like that people? It's saying what one nation in the earth is like that people. Most High telling you right there, man, I made y'all to be the best people on this earth. So for y'all not to keep my commandments, I'm pissed at y'all. Let's go to Matthew 5 and 13. Let's see how the Most High feel about us. The book of Matthew chapter 5 verse 13. Ye are the salt of the earth. But if the salt had lost its savior, wherewith shall it be salty? Right. We the salt of the earth, like I just said. Can't nobody do nothing better than us. Everybody get their flavor from us. We turn our hat backwards. Everybody else wear their hat backwards. We wearing grills and chains and all that. Bebopping and all these slang words. Everybody else want to bite off of that. Even when we was in slavery, we was coming up with inventions. I'm going to get into the video where they was copying off of that. Everything we do, everybody copy it. That's why I say we the salt of the earth, man. Because everybody jock ride everything we do. Let's go to Job, book of Job, chapter 6, verse 6. Because this ridiculous how people can't understand when a brother's bringing out the scriptures telling you, man, that we the people in this book, man. They can't see it because the white man done fed them so many lies and done brainwashed them and destroyed them with welfare, with making them believe they gonna hit the lottery and giving and flooding out communities with drugs. Got niggas got visions of being rich selling drugs and all this madness, man. That's why. Let's go to Job 6 and 6. It say, can that which is unsavory be eaten without salt? Or is there any taste in the white of an egg? Man, the Most High call the other nations an egg, man. It say, can that which is unsavory be eaten without salt? These other nations is unsavory to the Most High, man. Tell you right there. Or is there any taste in the white of an egg? Most High call the other nations eggs, man. We the salt of the earth. And on the other part of that scripture where it said if the salt lost its flavor, then where does that? Then how shall it be salted? Right. Meaning, if we don't even recognize who we is, where we gonna get the salt from? Cause can't nobody tell jokes better than us. So who we gonna learn to be funny from? Can't nobody play ball better than us? Who gonna teach us the latest crossover? The latest dunk? Who gonna teach us the latest juke move on a football field? Who gonna teach us the latest how to hook your gear up style? That's why I say that. Let's go to Judah 11 and 20. People got recognized, man. Wake up and recognize what's going on, man. The writing on the wall name. Most High about to come, yeah, put that work in. He just trying to give everybody a chance to receive his word that if they're supposed to receive. You better pray and hope to God that you one of the ones. Because if it's meant for you to receive his word, you're going to receive it. Judah 11:20. Then her words pleased, this talking about Judah when she was with this Edomite named Holofernes. Then her words pleased Holofernes and all his servants, and they marveled at her wisdom and said, there is not such a woman from one end of the earth to the other, both for beauty of face and wisdom of words. Man, them devils even recognize, man, them women, man. Damn, she was so bad. He said, man, it ain't even another woman on the earth like that. Talking about Judah. Likewise, Holofernes said unto her, God have done well to send thee before the people, that strength might be in our hands, and destruction upon them that lightly regard my Lord. And now thou art both beautiful in thy countenance, talking about her face, and witty in thy words. She was intelligent. Surely, if thou do as thou hast spoken, thy God shall be my God, and thou shalt dwell. Okay. And now thou art both beautiful in thy countenance and witty in thy words. Right. Let's go to Judah 10. He was on Judah, man. Drooling over. Let's go to Judah 10:19. And they wondered at her beauty and admired the children of Israel. One of our women had them just like, who is these people? Who had them talking about, she was so beautiful, man. It say they admired the children of Israel because of her, one woman. And everyone said to his neighbor, who would despise this people? Man, the devil, man. They was in the presence of the devil, man. So-called white man. It say, who would despise this people? She was so beautiful, it made the devil forget he was the devil. He said, who would despise this people that have among them such women? Surely it is, but look. Then it say, because at first he said, and they admired the children of Israel, meaning the man and the woman, because of her. And everyone said to his neighbor, who would despise this people? So they talking about, yeah, I'm still in class. Class almost up. Who would despise this people? So for a minute, she was so beautiful, it made the devil like, man, he forgot he was himself. Like, who messing with this people, man? Look how beautiful they women is. But then he had to remember he was the devil. Look, watch this. Who would despise this people that have among them such women? Surely it is not good that one man of them be left. Come on, man. But he just said who would despise this people. Then when he woke back up, oh shit, I'm the devil. He said, but surely not one man of them should be left. So don't the so-called white man do that now? They boost our women up, give them the jobs, make them think they better than the man, all that, to have them going against us, but kill the men. They was doing it back then. It's telling you right there. The scriptures say ain't nothing new under the sun. Our people gotta get this block out of their head where they not trying to learn and wake up to who we really is. They want to stay niggas. Let's go to Joshua, man. Our people want to stay niggas, man. You bring this truth out, they don't want to be the Most High chosen children. They don't want to hear. That's why the Most High gonna bring stuff to this planet, man. This plane, this earth plane, that they gonna be crying out there, but it's gonna be too late. Once he bring the call of prophets back in, no more teaching is on. There's going to be a lot of stuff going down. All right, so this is the book of Joshua talking about when we don't listen to the Most High strictness, what happen? What I say, the Most High with us, he'll help us win battles and all that when we keep his commandments. This about to show how strict the Most High is, man. When he don't mess with a city, when he destroy that city, he don't want you taking nothing. Everything that belong to them gonna burn with them. Most High don't care nothing about none of that, man. He gonna kill everything, man, woman, animals, your riches, everything gonna go together. He don't want us touching none of that stuff. Let's go to Joshua. So it's about the city of Jericho. It's the book of Joshua. The book of Joshua. Now Jericho was straightly shut up because of the children of Israel. None went out and none came in. So they had the city on lockdown. And the Lord said unto Joshua, see, I have given into thy hand Jericho. See, the Most High gave Joshua Jericho like it was easy. And the king thereof and the mighty men of valor. Man, he gave that man the king and whoever supposed to be these fake tough guys of that kingdom. Man, Joshua had all that under his control, man. Because he was doing, Joshua was the leader of the Israelites at that time. So the Most High was giving them everything he was giving Moses. Damn near. He said, see, okay, gave him the mighty men of valor. And ye shall compass the city, all ye men of war, and go round about the city once. Thus shall do 6 days. Skip down. Okay. And 7 priests shall bear before the ark, 7 trumpets of ram's horns, and 7th day ye shall compass the city 7 times. And the priests shall blow the trumpets. And it shall come to pass that when they make long blasts with the ram's horn, and when ye hear the sound of the trumpet, all the people shall shout with a great shout, and the wall of the city shall fall down flat. And the people shall ascend up every man straight before him. And Joshua the son of Nun called the priests and said unto them, take up the ark of the covenant, and let 7 priests bear 7 trumpets of ram's horn before the ark of the Lord. And he said unto the people, pass on and compass the city, and let him that is armed pass on before the ark of the Lord. And it came to pass, when Joshua had spoken unto the people, that the 7 priests bearing the 7 trumpets of ram's horns passed on before the Lord and blew with the trumpets, and the ark of the covenant of the Lord followed them. And the armed men went before the priests that blew with the trumpets, and reward came after the ark. The priests going on and blowing with the trumpets. Verse 17. And the city shall be accursed. The Most High telling you, the city gonna be accursed. And the city shall be accursed, even it, and all that are therein. Our people got a problem with following commandments, man. Following basic instructions. Negroes always trying to tweak something. So the Lord only will have the harlot shall live, because she even though she was a whore, she let 2 of their spies, she kept them safe, you know what I mean, while they was on a mission. She and all that are with her in the house, because she hid the messages that were sent. And ye in any wise keep yourselves from the accursed thing, lest ye make yourselves accursed when ye take of the accursed thing. So the Most High specifically told them, man, don't take nothing from that city, man. That whole city is cursed. That whole city on my damn punishment list. Everything from the animals to the rocks to everything. He say don't take nothing and make the camp of Israel a curse and trouble it. So anything that you take back from that city that he said, man, that whole city is cursed, man. I ain't messing with nothing in that city. When you bring it back to the camp, you done curse the camp. But all the silver and gold and vessels of the brass and the iron are consecrated unto the Lord. They shall come into the treasury of the Lord. So the people shouted when the priest blew with the trumpets, and it came to pass when the people heard the sound of the trumpets and the people shouted a great shout, that the wall fell down flat. So that the people went up into the city, every man straight before him, and they took the city. So the Most High was with Joshua and them, and they utterly destroyed all that was in the city, both man and woman, young and old, and ox and sheep and ass, with the edge of the sword. Didn't I just say the Most High destroying everything, man? He gonna do this continent like that. But Joshua had said unto the two men that had spied out the country, go into the harlot's house and bring out thence the woman and all that she hath, as ye swear unto her. And the young men that were spies went in and brought out Rahab and her father and her mother and her brethren and all that she had. And they brought out all her kindred and left them without the camp of Israel. Okay. Left without the camp, it say kindred, and left them without the camp of Israel. Alright. Joshua 7. But the children of Israel committed a trespass and a cursed thing, for Achan the son of Carmi, the son of Zabdi, the son of Zerah of the tribe of Judah, took of the accursed thing, and angered the Lord was kindled against the children of Israel. And Joshua sent men from Jericho to Ai, which is beside Beth Aven, on the east side of Bethel, and spake unto them, saying, go up and view the country. And the men went up and viewed Ai. And they returned to Joshua and said unto him, let not all the people go up. Let not all the people go up, but let about 2,000 or 3,000 men go up and smite Ai, and make not all the people to labor thither, for they are but few. So there went up thither of the people about 3,000 men, and they fled before men of Ai, and the men of Ai smote of them about 36 men, and they chased them from before the gate until Shebarim, and smote them in going down, where the hearts of the people melted and became as water. Man, let's say the hearts of the people melted and became as water, man. But then wasn't the Most High just with them? So why the Most High let this little bit of people chase Joshua and them and had them scared and all that? We about to see. And Joshua rent his clothes and fell to the earth upon his face before the ark of the Lord until the evening tide. He and the elders of Israel, and put dust upon their heads. And Joshua said, alas, O Lord God, wherefore hast thou at all brought this people over Jordan to deliver us into the hand of the Amorites to destroy us? Would to God we had been content and dwelt on the other side of Jordan, O Lord. That shall I say when Israel turneth their backs before their enemies. For the Canaanites and all inhabitants of the land shall hear of it, and shall environ us round, and cut off our name from the earth. And what wilt thou do unto thy great name? They're going to be talking about the Israelites with some suckers. Verse 10. And the Lord said unto Joshua, get thee up. Tell him, get your ass up. Wherefore liest thou thus upon thy face? Like, man, get up, man. Get off your face, man. Israel have sinned, and they have also transgressed my covenant, which I commanded them. For they have even taken of the accursed thing, and have also stolen and disassembled also. And they have put it even among their own stuff. Therefore the children of Israel could not stand before their enemies, but turned their backs before their enemies, because they were accursed. Neither will I be with you anymore, except ye destroy the curse from among you. Most High don't play, man. He told Joshua, man, I ain't dealing with y'all until y'all, man, get that stuff they stole and took and all that I told them don't touch, and get at their ass for breaking my command. Now we about to see how the Most High don't play. Verse 13. Among you, up, sanctify the people, and say, sanctify yourselves against tomorrow. For thus saith the Lord God of Israel, there is an accursed thing in the midst of thee, O Israel. Thou canst not stand. Thou canst not stand before thine enemies until ye take away the cursed thing from among you. In the morning, therefore, ye shall be brought according to your tribes, and it shall be that the tribe which the Lord shall come according to the friend. Like, basically, get yourself together, man. The Lord shall come man by man. I mean, they gonna, yeah. And 15. I'm supposed to jump down to 15. And it shall be that he that is taken with the cursed thing shall be burnt with fire, he and all that he hath, because he have transgressed the covenant of the Lord, and because he have wrought folly in Israel. It's 15. All right, so they gathered everybody up. It say, okay, and Achan answered Joshua and said, indeed, I have sinned against the Lord God of Israel, and thus have I done. Joshua told him, man, go ahead and confess, man. Give, I pray thee, glory to the Lord God of Israel, and make confession unto him, and tell me now what thou hast done, hide it not from me. So I just read, he admitted to Joshua, when I saw among the spoils a goodly Babylonish garment, and 200 shekels of silver, and a wedge of gold of 50 shekels weight, then I coveted them and took them, and beheld, they are hid in the earth in the midst of my tent, and the silver under it. So Joshua sent messengers, and they ran into the tent, and behold, it was hid in his tent, and the silver under it. All right. And they took them out of the midst of the tent, and brought them unto Joshua, and to all the children of Israel, and laid them out before the Lord. So, and Joshua and all Israel with him took Achan the son of Zerah, and the silver, and the garment, and the wedge of gold. He broke the Most High commandment for a garment, basically being pressed. That's like he tell us that we want to take a suit. Nigga had some suit and some gators, a little bit of couple dollars. We want to take that, cuff that. When the Most High said, man, don't touch nothing there, man. I'm crushing everything. And his sons and his daughters and his oxen and his asses and his sheep and his tent and all that he had. And they brought him into the valley of Achor. Man, took everything he owned. And Joshua said, why hast thou troubled us? The Lord shall trouble thee this day. And all Israel stoned them with stones and burned them with fire. After they had stoned them with stones, And they raised over him a great heap of stones until this day. So the Lord turned from the fierce anger. Wherefore the name of the place was called the Valley of Achor until this day, man. They marked that jump like a reminder. So when you see that pile of stones, don't play with the Most High, man. They killed that man whole family. It even killed his animals, everything he had. They burnt him. Stoned him and burnt him. Most High ain't playing, man. That's why I understand how people tell you. You playing with a band that ain't gonna have no mercy for you, man, when they get critical. Let's go to Jeremiah 29. Book of Jeremiah, chapter 29. Now these are the words of the letter that Jeremiah the prophet sent from Jerusalem unto the residue of the elders which were carried away captives, and to the priests, and to the prophets, and to all the people whom Nebuchadnezzar had carried away captive from Jerusalem to Babylon. So I'm basically showing right here how the Most High, he dictate what's going to go on. Our people want to get in their mind, they're going to change these conditions. Most High send us in captivity right here. I'm going to jump down. For thus, the verse 8. For thus said the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, let not your prophets and your diviners that be in the midst of you deceive you, neither hearken to your dreams which ye cause to be dreamed. For they prophesy falsely unto you in my name. I have not sent them, saith the Lord. For thus said the Lord, that after 70 years be accomplished at Babylon, I will visit you and perform my good word toward you, and causing you to return to this place. So the Most High telling you right there, don't listen to Pastor Pork Chop and them and all these fake seers and all that fake no stuff. Because they not going to change the condition we in, man. Most High got to set everything set. But when we do certain things, then we get out of jail. Let's go to Ezekiel 33. This is a longer class because I'm basically just going into Ezekiel 33. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 33, verse 1. Again, the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set them for their watchmen, if when we see if the sword come up the land, he blow up the trumpet and warn the people, all right. So the Mr. Most High telling the prophets now to warn the people. O son of man, this verse 7, I jump down. I have set thee a watchman into the house of Israel, therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth and warn them from me. When I say unto the wicked, O wicked man, thou shalt surely die, if thou dost not speak to the warn the wicked from his way, that wicked man shall die in his iniquity. But his blood will I require at their hand. So the prophets are required to tell y'all, man. If we don't tell y'all, y'all blood on our hands. We gonna have to face punishment. So we commanded to come out there and tell y'all what the Most High said, man. He calling the shots. Not Pastor Pork Chop, not Joe Osteen, and not these politicians and whoever else you think say warn the wicked from his way. That wicked man shall die in his iniquity. So no matter what you thinking, most I say, man, go out there and tell them people, man, I'm about to kill up some stuff. Let's go to Jeremiah. Oh, back to Ezekiel 34. So he sent us out there to warn, but then you got Pastor Pork Chop and them throwing up the smoke screen, acting like they the ones that the Most High sent out there to warn the people. I'm just showing you different situations that the Most High don't change. And he operate in a certain fashion. It say, and the word of the Lord came unto me saying, Son of man, prophesy against the shepherds of Israel. Prophesy and say unto them, Thus said the Lord God to the shepherds, Woe be to the shepherds of Israel that do feed themselves. Should not the shepherds feed the flock? So all them wicked pastors, man, they all about money for themselves. The big house, the big car, the rings, the rocks, the fancy cars. When people starving, man, out this joint, literally. They ain't got no program set up, nothing. It might help a little person here and there, but they not thinking as a nation. Man, getting together with other pastors, man, we gotta get our nation together. That's how the Israelites thinking, though. But they ain't thinking like that. Ye eat the fat, and ye clothe you with the wool. Ye kill them that are fed, but ye feed not the flock. See what I'm saying? The disease have ye not strengthened, neither have ye healed that which was sick. How people sick, man, and they just still keep pumping them with more lies. Just keep pumping them up, man. Giving them basically placebos. Not giving them real medicine. Neither have ye bound up that which was broken. Neither have ye brought again that which was driven away. Neither have ye sought that which was lost, but with the force and with cruelty have ye ruled them. Forcing them to pay tithes. Turning their back on the people at certain points. And they were scattered because there is no shepherd. And they became meat to all the beasts of the field when they were scattered. Yeah. When we ain't got the knowledge of this Most High, man, we scattered, man. We pray to all these false doctrines and all that, man. That's the beast of the field. All these false doctrines and everything. You know what I mean? And it say, verse 10, verse 9. Let's go back. Let's go to 8. Therefore ye shepherds hear the word of the Lord, as I live, saith the Lord God. Surely because my flock became a prey, and my flock became meat to every beast of the field, because there was no shepherd, neither did my shepherds search for my flock, but the shepherds fed themselves and fed not my flock. Therefore, O ye shepherds, hear the word of the Lord. Thus said the Lord God, Behold, I am against the shepherds, and I will require my flock at their hand, and cause them to cease from feeding the flock. Neither shall the shepherds feed themselves anymore, for I will deliver my flock from their mouth, that they may not be meat for them. I will deliver my flock from their mouth, that they may not be meat for them. For thus saith the Lord God, behold, even I will both search my sheep and seek them out. So the Most High got the prophets out here teaching, and the angels out here know who everybody is. No matter where you at on this earth, the Most High gonna find you, man, and bring this word to. If you one of the elect or the 1/3, one of the chosen people chose to be redeemed, you gonna get this word. He gonna find you. He ain't gonna leave. As a shepherd seeketh out his flock in the day that he is among his sheep that are scattered, so will I seek out my sheep, and will deliver them out of all places where they have been scattered in a cloudy and dark day. And I will bring them out from people, from the people, and gather them from the countries. And I will bring them to their own land, Israel, and feed them upon the mountains of Israel, by the rivers, in all the inhabited places of the country. Most High telling you right there, Negroes, no matter where you at, if you following his word, I'm coming to get you, because Pastor Pork Chop and them ain't done nothing, man. They ain't done nothing but fill their pockets up and live fat. Let's go to Amos 3:2. Most High said he gonna do that for us. Now we're gonna jump into Book of Amos chapter 3 verse 2. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I have brought up from the land of Egypt, saying. Hold on. Book of Amos chapter 3 verse 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. Most I say, man, we the only ones he know, man. That's why he gonna punish our ass and send us into captivity, man, for our sins. You know what I mean? He set us up. He expect more out of us, not to break his commandments. So he gotta be that father that punishes. You know what I mean? He not gonna punish you on you know, it's gonna be okay this time. You alright. You know what I mean? Y'all can still live in Israel, man, and reap all the benefits I laid out for y'all. Y'all can still run the earth, man. Just don't do it the next time. Nah. Most High mercy got limits, man. You wanna be wicked? You get sent off on the slave ships, man. That's the only thing make Negroes wake up is pain and affliction, man. That's when every time a Negro gets some pain or affliction, God help me, please, God. Don't let that happen to me, God. Care how tough you is. You praying to God when something really troubling happened to you. Let's go to Romans 10. Romans chapter 10, verse 19. But I say, did not Israel know? First Moses said, I will provoke you to jealousy by them that are no people. Man, the Most High called the other nations no people, man. He say he gonna provoke you to jealousy. Ain't you jealous to see a stiff, corny white man got more than you? You see him on TV telling corny ass jokes, getting fake laughs, fake walking down the street swagged out. And these other nations. He say, I will provoke you to jealousy by them that are no people, and by a foolish nation I will anger you. Say oppression should make a wise man mad. He say a foolish nation. Don't the stuff that these other nations and the so-called white man do piss you off, man? They ways, pedophilia, bestiality, always transgenderism. all these wicked laws and all that. That's what the Most High said he was going to do. And by a foolish nation I will anger you. Most High keep his word. Let's go back to Genesis. Genesis 32. Coming down this back stretch. Genesis 32 and 28. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel, for as a prince hast thou power of God and with men, and hast prevailed. So that's just showing right there that Israel, Jacob is Israel. You know what I mean? The 12 tribes came off of Jacob. The word Israel is just the name of the man Jacob, who we descend from. Let's go to Isaiah 41 and 8. Now, I showed you what the Most High said, how he felt about us, why he punishing us. Now we saying what he called us. Why? Now we gonna get the understanding why he said he gonna punish us, because he known us. He ain't known nobody but us on the face of the earth. Now we gonna get the understanding why he feeling like that. This Isaiah 41 and 8. But thou, Israel, art my servant, Jacob, whom I have chosen, the seed of Abraham, my friend. Didn't I just say, it say, but thou, Israel, art my servant, Jacob. But in the last scripture, it tell you that Jacob is Israel. You know what I mean? Whom I have chosen, the seed of Abraham, my friend. Let's go to Psalms 147. (147) 19 and 20. He say, he showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise the Lord. Didn't I say that in Amos 3 and 2? He don't know nobody but the Israelites, and it's linking up right here. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. Now you know this our Bible, this our book. He showed it to us. It say, he have not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. That's why they can't get on this book and understand it. The only thing they can do is go ahead and teach you lies, teach you what they think. Let's go to Psalms 50 and 16. The book of Psalms, chapter 50 and 16. But unto the wicked God said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Man, the Most High telling you right there, man, I ain't ordained the so-called white man, the Chinese man, the Korean man that got the church down there in VA my little cousin was going to. I had to tell him that, man, them people ain't even supposed to be teaching you, man. His father had him going down that jump, learning from the Chinaman on some Christianity, man. The Most High said right there, but unto the wicked, he calling people's wicked, man. God said, what hast thou to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, man? The Most High said, man, they don't have the authority to be teaching my Bible, man, my book I gave to the Israelites. Who gave you the authority to teach my word? Didn't I read he called them other nations spit? So why would he give his holy word to a pile of spit? Come on, man. 2 Chronicles 9 and 8. Coming down this back stretch. See, if I was making this class for Israelites that know more, this class would have been shorter. Gotta break it down in layman's terms, but also gotta make it repetitive so it can sink in. 2 Chronicles 9 and 8. Blessed be the Lord thy God, which delighted in thee to set thee on his throne, to be king for the Lord thy God, because thy God loved Israel, to establish them forever. Therefore made he thee king over them, to do judgment and justice. The Most High said he loved Israel to establish them forever, man. The Most High said, man, he love us forever. When your kids mess up and you gotta whoop their ass, do that mean you hate them? Let somebody try to do something to them right after you whoop their ass. You're gonna be trying to kill that person. That's how the Most High think about us. He whooping our ass right now. But he baking a vicious cake for these heathens, man, and a so-called white man for doing what they did to us. Can't try to wrap your mind around how the Most High operate, man. Just follow his lead. That's what you're supposed to do. He the being that created us. We gotta stop acting like we created ourselves or the white man created us. Not gonna win like that, man. Where we at? Romans 9 and 7. They're showing you how the Most High think about us, why he said he gonna punish us. We the only people he known, so he gonna punish us for our iniquity. Other nations can be wicked until the new kingdom. When the new kingdom comes, then they gonna have to keep the commandments. That's why they getting away with a lot of stuff, the other nations. Because of us. We gave them that power by being wicked, going off and not keeping the commandments. Most High said, y'all the only ones I know, man. So I'm going to whoop y'all ass. Just like your kid got his company with him. They get in trouble. You ain't going to whoop them other kids. You don't know them. You gonna whoop your kid ass. That's how that's going to work. Let's go to Romans chapter 9 and 7. It says, neither because they are the seed of Abraham, the book of Romans. The book of Romans chapter 9 verse 7. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children, but in Isaac shall their seed be called. That is, they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of God, but the children of the promise are counted for the seed, man. The Israelites was promised, man. For this is the word of promise. At this time will I come and Sarah shall have a son. Talking about Isaac, man. He made a covenant with Isaac. Isaac and Jacob. Let's go to Psalms, back to Psalms 82. The book of Psalms, chapter 82. It say, arise, O God, judge the earth, for thou shalt inherit all nations. Tell you, man, we're going to inherit all nations, man. Matthew 22, 30. What's that? 32. Matthew's. Book of Matthew, chapter 22 and 32. I am the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. God is not the God of the dead, but of the living. Come on, man. The God of Isaac and Jacob, man, like I keep reading. And when the multitude heard this, they were astonished at his doctrine. But when the Pharisees had heard that he had put the Sadducees to silence, they were gathered together. I don't know why I put that on there. Talking about these modern day, back then though, like TD Snakes in them, basically. Let's go to Judah 5 and 21. Now we get into the meat of this thing. Down the back, really down the back stretch now. The book of Judah, chapter 5, verse 21. It say, but if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest they Lord defend them. So that's basically saying these other nations know, and the so-called white man know. When we keeping the commandments, the Most High gonna defend us. And when we breaking them, he not. That's why they putting pork and everything. Manipulate our people for Sunday church. To keep going to church on Sunday. Don't keep the Sabbath or none of the feast days or none of that. Setting up these preachers under the 5013C to teach certain scriptures that don't teach the law. All that because they know the God of this Bible is the God of the Israelites, man. He ain't the God of nobody else. The other people are just extras. If this was a movie, the other nations is just extras in the movie. They not the stars of the movie. They just the extras. The extras is nobody in the movie. That's just like this. We the stars, like it say. We the stars. Stars of heaven, like it say. Let's go to so I just read that these other nations know when the Most High, when we keeping the commandments, the Most High dealing with us. Let's see what they do. Something else they did. Psalms 83. It say, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel be no more remembered. Israel is Jacob. Jacob is the 12 tribes of Israel, basically the Negroes and the descendants of the Negroes. They know all these things, man. They got all our records in the Vatican. That's how they know how to attack us with all these lies and all that. They keep us. Shalom, brother. I'm in here doing the class. Let me hit you back. All right. It say, they said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. That's why all the other nations working against us. They work together. They can come over here and get loans to start up businesses. You think it's a coincidence? All these other nations popping up with all these corner stores and in our community, and everybody else selling us stuff, and we ain't selling nobody nothing. Like the scriptures say, they shall lend to thee, but we shall not lend to them. We ain't loaning nobody nothing. We got to go and try to get a loan that we ain't even going to get. But the other nations, they can come over here and get $200,000 to get a liquor license, to open a liquor store, and all these other businesses, while people at the bottom, and we built this country. There's something wrong with that picture. It got to be a reason why. The tabernacles of Edom, the so-called white man, and the Ishmaelites, the Arabs of Moab, the Chinese, and the Hagarenes, the Africans, the Jabal Africans, and the Amen, the Japanese, and the Amalek, the fake Jews. Come on, man. Now let's go to so now we about to go right here to show that the Africans the ones who sold us into slavery. That we ain't the Africans, but they sold us into slavery. The Zonneville Bible Dictionary. These scholars know the truth. They telling you. They the ones made this book. We ain't make it. It say Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, man, but the Egyptians, the Ethiopians, the Libyans, and the Canaanites. Let's read that again. One of the 8 persons lived through the flood, and one of the 8 persons lived through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, man. He telling you we ain't the average. It say, but the Egyptians. So let's see if these Egyptians that's had us in that they was Africans. The ones that had, the Egyptians that had us in slavery, let's see what they look like. They want selling their own people like they try to make us believe growing up and all that. Look at this. This on National Geographic, showing you what the original Egyptians look like. See that? Black pharaohs, man. And we ain't the Egyptians. It just told you right there in the Zonneville, not the Negroes, man, but the Egyptians, the living, saying, Ham, he the progenitor of all the dark races except the Negroes. The Negroes is something different. Do the Chinese, are the Chinese and the Japanese the same people? Don't they look alike? You call one of them, the other one, they gonna bomb you out. Let's go to Book of Deuteronomy 28 and 68. It say, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you, meaning no man gonna save you. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, none of these fake politicians, fake pastor pork chops. Nobody, man. Most I say, no, and no man shall buy you. That's an old Quaker term. Meaning ain't nobody gonna save you out of this captivity till I say so. Go to a this is a real slave.
My name is Hughes. I was born in Charlottesville, Virginia. My grandfather belonged to Thomas Jefferson. My grandfather was 115 years old when he died. And now I am 101 years old. Turkeys didn't have no beds when they were slaves. People slept on the floor. Sat up here and sat up there. Just like a lot of wild people. We didn't know nothing. Didn't like to look at no book.
Harriet Smith, remembering what she saw as a small...
See that? See that right there? That's a slave telling you right there. His grandfather was owned by Thomas Jefferson. But then you got people out here talking about we ain't going to slavery. We was already over here. Like slavery didn't exist. Like we ain't get shipped over here. So that's a stumbling block to our people too. Got them blinded thinking we was already over here. Yeah, the Native Americans was already over here. The Gadite, the other tribes from the 12 tribes was over here. We about to read how did they come over here. The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13. Verse 40. Those are the 10 tribes, them the other tribes, which were carried away prisoner out of their own. The southern kingdom is Benjamin, Judah, and Levi considered. You know what I mean? When it say the 10 tribes, it's talking about the rest of the tribes, the Indians. The rest of the tribes are considered basically Indians. It say, those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoner out of their own land in the time of say the king, whom Salmanassar, the king of Assyria, led away captive. And he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land. But they took this counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen. They was like getting tired of them, saying, man, we need to roll. So the Most High put it on their spirit and guided them to a land that he gave them as an inheritance. And go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt. It wasn't nobody over here in America when they came over here. That's why I say they's the original people over here. They call them the native, because they were the first ones to come over here. Where never mankind dwelt, that they might keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land. And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passage of the river. For the Most High then showed signs for them, and held still the flood till they were passed over. For through the country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half. And the same region is called Asareth. Arsareth. So this land that they call America is really called Arsareth. It's called Arsareth. Let's go let's go to Ecclesiastes 10 and 7. Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 10, verse 7. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking in service upon the earth. It say, I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon earth. It say, I seen servants upon horses. Meaning the people that we was meant to rule, man. Look. See them slaves in the background picking cotton and picking whatever they picking. And princes walking on the earth, upon the earth. I seen servants upon horses and princes walking upon the earth. We the princes, man, of the power, man. Let's go to I ain't gotta go to that breakdown. Revelations 11:18. Just getting into our slavery, man. Revelations 11:18. The book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, shouldest destroy them which destroyeth the earth. So the Most High said, man, he's going to destroy them who destroy the earth. Even though these people ruling and all that, ain't they destroying the earth? Killing all the animals, tearing everything up. Most High say he's going to destroy them. So you can't get to following these people, man, thinking they God, man. When the Most High say he's going to destroy these people messing